Ooh. Sorry. So, people's perspective on life, they're having they're having these big moments where their life gets shaken up, right? Remember, obedience is better than sacrifice, right? If you're obedient, then that is you making the decision, right? If it comes to a sacrifice because you are not listening and you are going against the grain, right? Then that sacrifice that is taken from you and it hurts. Okay. Now, while some people have, I'm not even gonna talk about that because we're gonna talk about that now. I'm talking about people who are still here. Okay. There's been a lot of people that have had close calls of losing their life. Becoming a part of altercations that they weren't even, they had nothing to do with, right? Innocent, right? Remember, the same type of situations, right? You were attacked, you were innocent, right? You are innocent, you were attacked, right? So they'll be attacked in the same manner, right? Just in a more amped up way, right? So you don't have to be doing nothing. You can be minding your business and you're walking down the street and somebody points a gun at you, puts a gun in your face. Somebody puts a knife to your throat. Somebody does something to threaten your life that you have no control over. That you have no control over. This is one of the things that this is teaching people, 2, 3, 4 on my timer. They don't have control. No one does. God is in control. Some people, they're coming to realize that. Ain't out of the woods yet, though. No, there's still some work to do. All right. Things to make straight, cross some T's, dot some I's, right? But I want to let y'all know that people are experiencing life-changing moments where their life flashes before their eyes because they think that they're about to be taken out. But God, in his infinite mercy, 333 on my timer, his infinite mercy spared their lives. Spared their lives. Gave them a wake-up call. Spared their lives. Y'all better thank God for doing that. You better thank him for doing that. For all you've done against him and against his. You better thank him for sparing your life. You better start being grateful and thankful, especially for the little things that you have. Because you can be gone. You can be here now, today. You can be gone in the next second. I can be gone in the next 5 while I'm sitting here talking to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? No man knows the time, the day, nor the hour of their departure. No one does. 444 on my timer. So hopefully this served as a mighty wake-up call. Right? to some people, right? And I'm not laughing because of, whatever situation it may have occurred. No, it's just it's not even laugh. You can call it a laugh, snicker. Okay, because it's like, aha, like finally, aha, you get it, huh? Yeah, yeah, you understand, huh? You can't just try to control people's lives behind the scenes and make them try to look a certain way because they decided to choose themselves over you, who was bringing destruction to their lives. That ain't right. So now they're learning the lesson that when you do horrible things to people, you are going to get those horrible things back. And you're going to get them back at an even greater force than you sent it out. And saying that, I'm going to tell you that there's a lot of people scared right now, 555 on my timer, because of all of the things and over all of the time that they've done to you. They're in straight up terror. I mean, teeth clacking, like anxiety ridden, because they know everything that they did in the dark to come against you. So they're wondering, what in the hell is about to come back to me? Because I know everything that I did. I know all of the hate that I threw. I know all of the slander and the lies that I told. I know God is not playing. I don't know. It just sucks sometimes because it takes people so long, right, to get it, right? And then when they finally do, and it's not all the time, though, but sometimes when some people finally do, right, it's at the point where it's way too late. You know what I'm saying? It's at the point where it's way too late. So it adds even more, frustration. You know what I'm saying? But hey, at least they're learning the lesson, right? That's the most important part, right? Right. I know y'all may still be pissed off and upset at people for doing what they did to you, but you know what? Nobody's taking that away from you, okay? But don't stay there. Don't stay there. You need to look at it. You need to look at it from a higher perspective, okay? Because if you do not, you will take everything personally. You'll take it so personally and you'll be stuck, beloved. You'll be stuck. I'm telling you from experience. It took me so long to understand, right? I knew that it's bigger than me, but it took me so long to understand because of personal heartbreak, right? It took me so long to come out of that to understand that, hey, this is bigger than me, right? Right? And even though I don't get what I want, how long I've been waiting for, whatever, right? I did my part, right? So really, in the end, it's like you really don't have any choice but to keep moving, right? But to move on, right? And know that, your union is going to come down the line, right? Or next, or whenever, right? Whether it be a romantic partner, whether it be friends, family, that's all coming, right? It's inevitable. That's happening, okay? Um, but it's just crazy when it's just, too late. You know what I'm saying? For some people it is. For some people it's not too late. You know what I'm saying? But only time will tell, and situations will allow that to fall out, right? Like it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? None of us will really know until it actually happens, right? Actually, some of us, we got a pretty good idea that I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It used to be hard for you to say no, beloved. Damn it, it's hard for you to say yes now. It's hard for you to say yes. All right. Ain't that crazy? How it just switches, right? It used to be hard for you to say no, right? Now it's hard for you to say yes. It's weird like that, right? It's like, last example, it's like when it's like people that judged you, right, by your appearance, by your outer appearance. They didn't even get to know the inside of you, right? As a matter of fact, they treated you so badly that you were only able to show them an upset side of you, right? A side of you that's not really catering to them or interested in them, because what they're doing is turning you off, right? It's disgusting you, right? So it's like when they judge you, judge a book by its cover, right? When they judged you by your outer appearance, right? Or by the standards of what they thought you should have and that you didn't have, or what they thought they should have that you didn't have, or that you couldn't do nothing for them to get them, you know what I'm saying? They did the exact same thing and turned around, and the person that actually played them and manipulated them and lured them in, poisoned them, did sex magic, and after they had sex, they depleted them and pulled out all of their in it. You know what I'm saying? They judged that book by its cover as well, right? I told y'all I'll be listening to these songs that come out over, old school songs and stuff. They're telling a story. Was it Boys to Men? Never trust a big button to smile. Never trust a big button to smile. That girl is poison. That goes for men and women. Okay? However, it applies to men too. But the song is never trust a big button to smile. Why? Because that girl is poison. Poison. Everything's backwards. The one that's the flashiest, the one that's the loudest, the one that seems to need all of the attention, that is the dangerous one. Do you get me, beloved? That is the one that's dangerous. Dangerous. Okay, will ruin your life, will mess up your credit. Okay, will try to have a baby by you just to secure a bag. Like, the worst, beloved. These are the ones that try to get the NBA stars and the NFL stars caught up, get pregnant by them so they can have a baby. 1, 2, 3, 4 on my time, you know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy how things just switch, right? There was a lesson on each end, right? Okay, so the first time the person messes up, right? That's mirrored back. You get what I'm saying? It's mirrored back to show you something. So they judged you by your outer appearance, right? So they turned right back around and they judged the other person that they left with, right? That they were suckered by. They judged them by how they looked, their outer cover, right? And they left the one that was really for them, and they went to the one that looked like they were for them. Do you see the correlation that I'm trying to point out to you here? You cannot be ignorant to Satan's devices, beloved. You cannot be ignorant to Satan's devices. This is how he confuses people, and mostly people who are vibing on a low vibe. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to grow. No figuring out who they really are. Just wandering aimlessly like zombies. And the enemy is able to use them as he will. Why? Because they're not in their purpose. Why? Because they don't know who they are. Why? Because they're not interested in finding out who they are. Why? Because they don't want to grow up. Why? Because they're swimming in their trauma. Okay? And it's so comfortable to them. They've been there so long, which we've all have at one point, and at some point still are. It's comfortable. And if you don't know anything else except for comfortability, then how are you going to recognize anything outside of that? Right? It's going to look foreign to you. It's going to look impossible to you. It's going to look alien to you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. So, yeah, that's it, beloved. That's it. uh, forget y'all in the back talking mess, okay? Because this is my lazy day. I can be lazy, and I'm gonna do that today. So talk to the hand. All right. All right. No, I just playing. I love y'all. All right. No, I ain't playing. No, this is my lazy day, so I'm gonna sit here and watch movies all day. Like, yeah, 15, 15. All right. All right. I love y'all. Talk to y'all a little bit. Yeah, peace.